Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Melanie is with us in Philadelphia. Hi, Melanie. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, so excited to be here. Thank you for taking my call.
We're honored. How can we help?
First of all, let me just say, George, I'm reading your book. It's super awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
So, yeah, no problem. So my question is, so my husband and I are in baby step 2. I'm working 2 full-time jobs. He's a school teacher and also has a training, like a personal training gig on the side that he does. He rents his own facility, but he's had it for 4 years. And my concern is that he really hasn't made any profit off of the business. He makes just enough to just pay the bills in the business. At what point do I have that conversation that it may not be worth his time in the business just because it's just not bringing in enough revenue?
Anything that doesn't make money is called a hobby.
Right.
It's not a side hustle. It's a hobby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He likes work. He likes personal training so much he's willing to do it for free.
Almost. I mean, he makes some money, but not as much as I think he should because he's been doing it for about 4 years.
You're changing your tune in the middle of the call. Which is it? How much does he really make? Net profit on the thing?
Probably. It varies every month. So it can range anywhere from $1,500 to like $2,500 a month.
Profit.
Oh, well.
You said after he pays his bills, he's not making much, if anything.
He's not.
What bills has he got? The rental on this place?
Yeah, just the rental on the place. And then, he has like that his utilities are included with the rent in the facility. And then he has like, I don't know, his internet or something that he pays.
Okay, so he's getting $1,500 to $2,500 in. What's the rent?
$1,600. So it almost takes everything.
So if he doesn't make $1,600 in a month, he loses money.
Right.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's unreasonable to sit down tonight and say, honey, we've got to look at this as a business. Mm-hmm. And we need to look and see what we've got to do with your pricing and the number of clients that you have to make what you're doing over there profitable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not okay that you're spending all this time over there and potentially even losing money.
Right.
So let's get out the numbers. Let's get out the numbers and run a P&L on this thing. And just sit there tonight and run a spreadsheet on it. How long has he been doing it?
He's had this place now for 4 years.
Okay. Well, let's go back, for the last 12 months and pull the revenue, and then put in $1,600 a month, and then put in the internet fee a month, and let's see if we've really got a profit or not.
Figure out what his hourly wage is on this.
Yeah,
my guess is you can go work for another gym.
You made $500 and you spent 600 hours over there.
Right.
You're making $1 an hour. Come on, man.
So, as a business owner, how do you, at what point do you say, it's just not viable anymore?
No, I mean,
how much time
he's supposed to be like an adult and stuff. He teaches children.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
What does he teach?
Health and phys ed.
Okay, and what age children?
Anywhere from kindergarten to high school.
Okay. And so we would assume that they know how to do basic addition and subtraction.
Yes.
And he should.
Mm-hmm.
If he's teaching them. I mean, really. He needs, you need to sit down with him and say, I need you to look at this through the eyes of a business, and let's look at it for a few minutes, and let's see if you think this is worthwhile. But you don't need to tell him. He ought to be able to. A logical adult male, female, should be able to come to a conclusion on this without his wife or husband telling them. I mean, you ought to be able to look at it and go, I'm making $1 an hour. No, that doesn't cut it, I'm supposed to be providing for my family during this time. No.
And you guys are in debt. And so I think that's a part of this equation is we need to actually make money right now.
So here's the thing. Anytime we're in a business situation with our Entree Leadership clients on a side hustle or a small business idea, we do one of a couple of things. One is we have to ask ourselves, what can we change to make this viable? And if the answer is there's not a change that'll make it viable, then it's time to shut it down.
Okay.
I mean, I think you guys are going to look at this and figure out. I think you're going to look at this and figure out you put $18,000 or what is $19,000 in rent into it last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he brought in $19,500. I think that's what you're going to find.
Yeah, I think so too.
And you know, so and then how many hours you spend over there? Divide that into 500, and you look at him and go, honey, what part of this is smart? None.
Right. Right.
So, you know, something has to change.
Mm-hmm.
This is not okay. We have to raise our prices, increase the number of clients, both, or we got to say we're not doing this anymore.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to have that conversation. I appreciate your opinion on that.
I guess the other thing is, you know, do you have a basement?
We do.
Why don't you do it down there?
Yeah.
$1,600 a head per month instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing people do now is they'll go to your house and do the work out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing he can do is just go work at a gym that already has personal training, and they hire him and pay him money. So he doesn't have any of the overhead.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options.
Part
here.
of the equation on the business model may be getting rid of this rent. And suddenly, yeah, you're doing in-home work and in your home work. In other people's homes, for them, you know, personal training, you go visit Jim, then you go visit George, and then you do whatever. I mean,
that's the dream.
And they pay you money, you know. And I have a gym in my house. We did that for a long time. And so my wife made fun of me. She said, you know, the guy's counting for you.
But that's what you
can't
needed.
Count to 10.
That's what you needed in that moment.
Paying that guy big money for counting? I was, no, I'm paying him for accountability.
Ooh.
There's that. But I can count to 10. I already can do 1, 2. I can. But
count. You need a guy yelling at you other than the guy in your head.
We don't need anybody yelling at me. But we need someone. I know if he's going to come over there, then I'm going to do the workout, right? Otherwise, I might find my little butt on the sofa. You know, that could happen. And so that's what, you know, that's what a personal trainer does sometimes.
We know it. We can Google the workout. We hire the personal trainer because we need that level of hand-holding right now.
Yeah, I mean,
that's okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, do it. He could provide the service, like George is saying, charge even more to come to people's homes in person, and or in your basement, and or if you're going to keep the location, you got to make the location. Having the location needs to cause you to make more money than not having the location would cause you to make. I think you're going to get rid of this location at a minimum. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.